Okay, welcome back. Last time, we were working on entry number 3, the secret to success. We're working on a little deeper way, which is awesome. Thank you for joining me and giving me the opportunity to share these beautiful teachings with you. And we are working on the second paragraph here in entry 3. Therefore, if you wish to succeed in life and lead a tranquil and serene existence, you must accustom yourself to think only of today, to make certain to bury yesterday, for it has already died and been forfeited. It cannot be returned in any manner. Yesterday is like the dead person who now cannot be brought back to life or rise from the grave that he's buried in. You know, I learned a little bit. There was a client that I had the opportunity to work with that is from the Midwest, kind of the Minnesota area, and he's been struggling with his inner child because his parents never validated him. They didn't know how, and he's got a really strong defensive inner little boy who is always making trouble for him in his life. And he came one day and said, Daniel, I went back to my home area, and I decided part of the reason this trip is I was going to bury my little boy, my inner, bury him. I thought, what? You're burying a kid? Like, what are you doing? But I realized what he meant was, of course, he's going to keep the benefits that he got from having that sort of entity, that emotional self in him. But that's not who he really is. We aren't these inner children. He decided he's going to bury his inner child, and he really went and he did some sort of, ritual for himself, and he buried his inner child. I feel like it's the opposite of so much psychology that I have been exposed to, but it makes sense when thinking of spiritually of what we're studying. Bury yesterday. Look, it's gone. I'm not a child anymore. It doesn't mean those child sensibilities or the benefits of the type of inner little boy that I have not still been imprinted on me and still going to carry with me. It means that sort of negative patterning and defensiveness and need and the wish. I wrote with Dr. Jerry Gore, MD at the Holistic Center in Chicago, taught me that wish is one of the most powerful things inside a person, the lower self, the dynamics. I wish that I could get back the past. I wish I could have that childhood again, but I said we're going to focus on the positive. And so even the little boy that had such fun, we're going to bury the past because you know what? The past ain't here. And I can wish, let's say also that you wish that you could get back those memories in childhood at the beach in Florida. Yeah, I always used to go to Lake Worth and have a beautiful time at the beach, Lion Country Safari, in these places. Beautiful. Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem, for beautiful times with my grandparents. May they have an aliyah and a neshama. And those times are gone. They're gone. And being sad and missing them and wanting them back, wanting to be a boy, is distracting from being a father for my children. So I want to bury those times and let them go and say, what a beautiful past, and let them go into the past and merge with the great beforeness that is gone. And whatever I needed from it is still with me, which is why, interestingly enough, that, have a lot of Jewish clients who are not necessarily so educated in Jewish ideas. And we're talking about how reincarnation is a normative, mainstream belief in Orthodox Judaism that I practice. I mean, like there's nobody in any area that doesn't believe in it. The question is, these Gilgulim, should we get involved with it? But no, because whatever I need from it is right here. And that's part of the foundation of what I'm going over right now, which is that whatever I need is right here. It's right now. Anything from the past that I need is still here. And so my desire to get back the good times and the good people that I don't have right now, in the emptiness of right now, or the difficulty of right now, which is when it's going to be the hardest, is not helpful. It's not helpful. It's just not. I'm yearning for times that weren't here. And we've said in many past entries that when I say I wish that what's happening right now wasn't happening, I'm done. Checkmate. Forget about it. You know what I mean? Because now I'm at war with the present. I'm trying to push it away. Instead, I'm going to say whatever I need is right here, like it or not, difficult. In the past, I have to bury deep. Bury it deep. Now, We're digging. So I'm going to bury the digging. What we're doing in this exercises is we're going to write a prayer. We're going to write a prayer today. The prayer is, dear God, or to God, thank you so much for all the good times in Florida with my grandparents. Thank you for them being so generous and wanting to take us to the beach and wanting to take us to the Lion Country Safari and wanting to cook us fish and wanting to make fresh squeezed orange juice and exposing us to so many different important things to know about and values, and my grandfather and his stories about the war and his own science scientist experiments that he was involved with in a healthy way that thank you so much. Thank you for all that contribution and everything they've given me. And maybe alternatively, if it feels better, you can also write a prayer or a letter to that person. Dear Grampy, I want to thank you so much for trying to educate me in the values that you have realized in your life. I miss you and love you, and maybe I'll see you again one day. And I'm letting go now, and I trust that God will be with you wherever you are and take care of you. And I'm going to be here and do my best to give to my children in the best ways that you taught me. Okay, and then go ahead and read it. All right, I'll see you next time.